What is your name? Your name, your owner's wife chose for you. Say your name, so you know this ain't Africa. This is Virginia, and you're the property of John Waller, like the horses and the hogs, nothing more. Say your name, so you know what you are. Say it. Say it. Say it! Say it! Say it! Say it! Say Toby! Tell me your name! Say it, damn you!
My name is Kojo.
Can you introduce yourself?
Introduce myself. I'm Valerie Brown Campbell from Detroit, Michigan, USA.
What are your initial impressions of Elmina Castle?
My initial impression is that this was a monstrous fortress, which meant that they had to enslave thousands and thousands of Africans, and just the numbers are amazing to me. The quarters where the dungeons where they held Africans, horrific. Just the idea that humans can be as cruel as they were to other humans, it still goes on today. But it's just, I would never have imagined this looking and feeling the way it does. But I would not have traded this moment for anything.
Okay, so how does it feel to be here, knowing the history of this place?
How does it feel? It feels humbling. It feels humbling. Just the idea of going back to the motherland or coming to the motherland. This is my first time in Ghana, so I've never been before. So to be here for the first time, it's humbling, but it's a blessing to be here with my friends and family. Yeah. What do I know about it? From what I've heard and from what I've read, but nothing like being here in person. What you read does not encompass any of this. You have to be here to be able to experience it and to understand the gravity of it and how horrific it was. You can't read about it. You have to experience it. And I'm glad I'm here to experience it.
Okay, so how do you think the experience will impact your understanding of your heritage?
Oh, it's going to leave a lasting impression because my intent is to go back and educate others, show what I've videotaped, impart this knowledge to other people in video. I've taken pictures. So to document that and to share that knowledge and to encourage others to come here and stand in this spot is what I intend to do.
Okay. So what emotions are you experiencing as you walk through the castle?
What emotions? Just anger, sadness, grief, anger. Did I say anger? Yeah, those are the emotions.
So is there any final thoughts or any final reflections?
Just the fact that, again, I am glad to be here. I'm glad to have experienced this. I'm glad to have seen. And now I have the knowledge to go back and share. And that's what I want to do. Yes.
Okay, Mom, please can you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Lisa Gross. I am from the state of Michigan. Tomorrow's my 61st birthday, so this is part of my birthday present to myself. Just excited to be in Africa, be in Ghana. We go to Togo and Benin, but today was special. We went, our first day was Saturday. We went to the W.E.B. Du Bois Museum, and that was awesome. But this is so meaningful, so impactful. The reason why I'm in the United States now is because of this.
Okay, what are your initial impressions of Elmina Castle?
Of the customs
The castle.
castle,
Yes.
I am insulted that it's called a castle when they brought people here to just take away their liberty. Yeah, it should be called what it is, a dungeon. Yeah, I am just surprised at how inhumane it is, how people that call themselves Christians could treat other human beings like this. You know, they've always called us animals, and that this is just another point it proves. They've always thought we were less than them, and this again proves it.
Okay, so how does it feel to be here, knowing the history of the place?
I wanted to see it for myself. I've read a little bit in books and seen a few pictures, but I wanted to see it for myself, and it's just as disgusting as I thought it would be.
All right, so how do you think the experience will impact your understanding of heritage?
A lot. It'll make me go home and study some more, research some more, share the information that I've learned today and that I will continue to learn with my family and friends.
Okay, so what emotions are you experiencing as you walk through the dungeon?
As I walk through the anger. Anger that a peaceful people would be just snatched up from their land, their home, no explanation why, just taken from their children, their family, their whatever, and never to come back. Anger.
Okay, is there any final thoughts or any final reflections?
Final reflections. I pray nothing like this ever happens again. There's a lot of different things going on in the world right now, but I pray this never happens again.
Please, can you introduce yourself? Where you from?
Okay. I am Professor Anita M. Jope, retired professor of African and African American history. I come from Detroit, Michigan. I was born and raised.
Okay. What are your initial impressions of Elmina Dungeon?
My impression is that as you look at the water and the natural surroundings, such a beautiful place and such evil was allowed to take place in this majestic area. I think it was a horrible, horrible crime that was committed against humanity.
Okay, so how does it feel to be here, knowing the history of the place?
It feels good. I'm going to tell you why it feels good. Because when they wrote that papal bull that said that they would enslave Africans perpetually, I can stand here today and say that was a lie. Because I am here, I have returned to reclaim my culture, to reclaim my language, to reclaim my heritage. So I feel good standing here knowing that that lie is broken, that lie is uncovered, and we can stand in our power and we can rise as Africans and be united by original design.
So how do you think this experience will impact your understanding of your heritage?
It will impact it in the way of repairing the breach. We must heal. Both sides of the Atlantic must acknowledge the wrong that was done, and we put it behind us and begin to build for our future.
Okay. So what emotions are you experiencing as you walk through the dungeon?
Horrified, overwhelmed that a person that calls themselves superior would demonstrate the lowest form, if any. No, they would demonstrate the lack of humanity. which makes me understand that they are not human. They were not created by the same creator that created us.
Is there any final reflections, or any final thoughts, any final reflection, or any final thoughts?
My final thought is we must empower ourselves. We must take control of the narrative. We must believe in ourselves. We must self-identify, self-love, and self-create the Africa that we desire to have. The Black Panther movie gave us an idea of a closed society where they prospered, but it was the outside world that tried to always get in and take advantage